Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Dawood and I usually do videos with my wife Jasmine, but she's currently not here right now because she's sick. Aside from that, she actually wasn't going to be in this video because today's video is a guys talk video. So how this video is going to work is a bunch of you guys have asked me questions on IG and I'm going to answer them. It's strictly a guys talk video. If you're a girl here and you want to watch this, by all means, ahla wa sahla, welcome, you could watch. I don't think you're going to benefit anything, so you could watch our other videos on YouTube. I am super excited to film something like this. This is something I really wanted to do for a very long time. So a bunch of you have asked me questions on IG, and actually if you don't follow me, check me out on Instagram. I'm gonna leave the tag here. So for the first question is, I'm losing my hair and I'm feeling them falling out every day. What should I do? Okay, so first of all, I get questions like this all the time. Another person asks, what's your hair care? What do you do to prevent hair loss? So I get these questions all the time. That's because I've spoken in the past about hair loss, and I do suffer from hair loss. I've been suffering from hair loss since I was 21 years old. I'm 29 now, so it's been 8 years. Alhamdulillah, I still have a full set of hair. This time I really want to help you guys, and I'm going to talk about my hair loss routine. Number one thing you got to know about a hair loss routine is you have to be consistent. That's the most important thing ever. Anything you try to help restore your hair, to help stop thinning or any of that kind of stuff, you must be consistent. For example, I use Minoxidil. Minoxidil is something I use every single day, and I've been using it for 8 years now and I haven't stopped. A lot of people decide to try Minoxidil, for example, and they do it for 1 month, 2 months maximum, and then they give up. Oh, I don't see any results. Oh, it doesn't work. But to see results, you need to at least wait 3 months. I didn't start seeing results from Minoxidil after 6 months. I started seeing some results. Another product that I have been using actually for 1 full year now, and it's the Restore laser helmet. So this product right here, I talked about it in the past in previous videos. Now it's been a full year and alhamdulillah, I've seen great results from this helmet. So pretty much how it works, it's 282 lasers that hit your scalp, and the lasers act like, I want to say like watering plants, for example. So when you water plants, you're giving the plants nutrients for it to live and grow and whatnot, right? So the laser acts as the same thing but for your hair follicles. This product is FDA cleared. I absolutely love it. It's very convenient to use. So pretty much I put it on my head, all right, lasers start coming out, I start walking around the house, I start working, I watch TV doing it. So it's very convenient. And I actually used a laser treatment way back in the day when I first started losing hair, and I definitely saw results from it, and my hair was a lot thicker after 8 months of using it. But the thing is, it wasn't convenient because I would drive like 30 minutes away just to use the product. But this is from home. You could save on this product here by using my code Dawood. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box. I highly recommend this product. You could check out the reviews on Amazon, do some research on Google. You could check out their website down below. I've been using it for a year and alhamdulillah, my hair is thicker. I definitely recommend it. But again guys, you must be consistent. Don't use it for 1 month and then say, oh, it's not working. They do have a 12-month guarantee, so if you don't, after 1 year you don't like it, it's not working for you, you could return it, no questions asked. They'll return it, they'll pay for the shipping and everything. Another thing I use for hair loss is a Derma Roller. I use this at least once a week to help promote hair growth. And how it works is pretty much you roll the thin parts of your hair, it leaves little punctures, and it helps stimulate blood flow to the top of your head. It definitely helps big time. But again, you got to be consistent. And another thing that's important in my hair loss routine is a good shampoo. A lot of shampoos that you buy from the grocery store or a drug mart, they come with certain ingredients that you should not be using on the top of your head. So I use DHT blocking shampoo. Restore sells them on their website as well if you guys want to check them out. Anyways, that's pretty much my hair loss routine. Again, you got to do this daily. You got to use the Minoxidil every single day. You got to do the Derma Roll. You got to be consistent with everything. And for the helmet, you do it 3 times a week, 20 minutes each time, and you'll be good. What was your motivation for your weight loss journey? And I get this question all the time. What was your weight loss journey? What did you do to lose all that weight? How did you do it? Losing weight is actually very easy. It comes down to building a habit into things. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I used to be a really big boy. So around 18, 19 years old, I was at 270 pounds. That's the biggest I've ever been, and I let myself go. The story is, I pretty much used to be very athletic when I was younger. I played a lot of basketball. I was always on the basketball team on high school. So what ended up happening is grade 9 and 10, I played for a certain school, and then I transferred schools in grade 11. My diet was horrible. I would eat like anything, McDonald's all the time, you know, like teenager eating, like whatever, pizza and all that kind of stuff. I didn't care. Pop, I always have like 6-7 cans of pop a day. It was horrible. Anyway, so what ended up happening is when I went to grade 11, I switched schools. When you switch schools, I don't know what the rule is now in high school and stuff, but when you switch schools, you cannot play on the sports team unless you've been in the school for at least a year, your transcripts or something like that. I don't know, some stupid rule. I tried out for the basketball team. I made the team, but the problem is because I was a transfer student, I wasn't allowed to play. I was only allowed to play in tournaments, and I was allowed to practice with the team. Of course, with my ego, I'm like, you know what? Screw this team. I'm not playing for them. I'm not going to waste my time and sit on the bench or just play for tournaments and practice. I'm Dawood Harb. I want to go play ball. I want to be on the team. I want to score all these points or whatever. So I dropped basketball, and what ended up happening was, with this disgusting habit of eating I had and all the sugar I used to eat and the pizza and all that, there's just a bad habit of food, I started gaining a lot of weight. A lot of it. And I was always a little bit chubby, but then I started gaining a lot. Like everyone was like, wow, Dawood, Nashan, which pretty much is, Dawood, wow, you're so fat. Like, you're gaining so much weight. And I definitely got bullied for it. But anyways, I didn't care. I thought it was hot shit. So what motivated me to lose weight is, one day, like, I saw my friend and I'm like, wow, this guy lost so much weight. How did he do it? If he could do it, I can do it. And it got to me. What I ended up doing is, I didn't even go to the gym or anything at first. Pretty much I just started cutting down on pop. So for example, like I said earlier, I would drink 6 cans of pop a day. I cut it down to 1 pop can a day. And within like 2 weeks, I started seeing a tremendous difference because I'm not consuming that much sugar. My diet was still the same, but I took out pop because I thought, oh my God, pop is the worst thing for you. And like, that's why I'm so fat. But then when I started seeing a tremendous amount of weight loss from the pop, I'm like, whoa, if I'm consuming this, what if I cut out this? What if I cut out that? What if I start eating less of this? And then slowly but surely, I started cutting out like junk food. I started cutting out like pizza. I started cutting out certain foods, and I was starting to eat cleaner. And then what ended up happening is I started losing a lot of weight. I'm like, damn, like I'm starting to look good. Then I got to a weight where I'm like, okay, you know what? I can't lose any more weight. I kept trying. I can't live this lifestyle. So what I ended up doing is I started going to the gym. So this is after maybe like 2 months of dieting like that. I lost maybe about 25-30 pounds. So I went from 270 to 240. Then I started working out. I started running. I started doing cardio. I started lifting. I started seeing more weight loss happening, and my diet was so much cleaner. All of a sudden, like, I was super consistent with this kind of stuff, and I started treating myself right. I saw a tremendous amount of weight loss. I dropped down to 190 pounds and I looked great. But this took a certain amount of years. So that took about 2 years when I got to like my prime, when I was like 190 pounds, abs and everything. But that's because I was dedicated and consistent. You guys don't have to do that. If you want to just lose weight, make sure you're exercising and make sure you are eating clean. Don't consume too much sugar. Don't consume any of that kind of stuff. And the key is to maintain that type of weight. And what I realized is you actually have to track what you eat. It's not that simple where you could just indulge in food and then expect to lose weight. You know, you have to be consistent. And like I said earlier, we are creatures of habit. If we build a habit to things, we will turn into what we want. Let's say you have a bad habit of biting your nails and you always have this habit. It's going to be so hard to stop it. But if you catch yourself doing it all the time and you do a routine where it's going to help you stop, you're going to eventually stop if you really, really want to do it. The same thing happened to me with weight loss. I really, really wanted to lose weight, and I did it because I wanted it so much, and I disciplined myself to get to where I want to be, and I finally did it. The difference is now with my weight, if I want to be a certain way, I have to be, again, disciplined and strict on certain things so I can get to where I want to be. But if you are like trying to lose weight, definitely watch your diet, definitely exercise, and yeah, this is like one of the most accomplished things I've ever done in my life, and I'm so proud of myself for doing it. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Anyways, on to the next question. Excuse the lighting, I had to change it because it's getting dark outside, and usually I have all this set up before the video, but I completely forgot. Okay, so someone asked me your top 3 scents of all time. Okay, I have a huge fragrance collection. I have probably about 80 to 90 bottles of fragrances, and that's because me and Jasmine are huge collectors. We love our scents. Top 3 is going to be really hard because I have a lot of favorites. So I turned this into a top 4 for all you guys out there that want to smell nice, want to blind buy a fragrance, and you want to trust my opinion. I have 4 fragrances. These are something I wear all the time. So at number 4, I've never done this before, but I have Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. This is one of my go-tos. I used to wear this all the time. Now I wear it here and there, but it's definitely a daily fragrance. This is one of my favorites. Highly recommend it. You cannot go wrong with this fragrance. Number 3. Acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani Profuma. This one, more of a summer scent. I wouldn't wear this all year round, like the Bleu de Chanel, but definitely highly recommend it. Absolutely love it. And actually, this is a new fragrance, and it's Ralph Lauren Ralph's Club. Honestly, like, this one is my every single day fragrance. I wear this all the time. It has like a woodsy lavender scent. And at number 1, I have, and if you guys don't have to really get this, it's really pricey, but if you're into niche fragrances and private collections and you can get your hands on this fragrance, I highly recommend Ysl Tuxedo. This is my number 1 fragrance. This is what I love the most. I do not wear this every day because it is it is really expensive, and this one is safe, compliment getter. Like, I don't know how much more I can describe it, guys. This is number 1. So that's my top 4 fragrances. So for the next questions, tips to motivate yourself. This is actually an interesting question. I highly recommend to keep yourself motivated. To keep yourself motivated and disciplined is by starting to be disciplined with your prayers. Once you're disciplined with your prayers, I really believe you can accomplish anything. And actually, I recently met someone that spoke about this to me, and I'm like, yeah, you're 100% right. And it's so true. It's so true. Maybe I could feature him in a YouTube video. This guy's very knowledgeable. I really like him. So tips for motivation: forget motivation. Believe in discipline. Discipline yourself to do anything, and you can accomplish anything. And start with prayer. Okay, so the next question is pretty juicy, and I think it's something we need to talk about as dudes, and something that not a lot of people do talk about, and that is masturbation. How would you deal with masturbation addiction? I got questions. How do you stop masturbating? Is masturbating halal is in Islam? Okay, it's not halal in Islam. Pretty much, let's talk about how to deal with masturbation. Well, first of all, masturbation is probably the worst thing you could do to yourself. To stop masturbating, I bet you anything that you will stop masturbating if you have this problem is by, again, disciplining yourself to stop. Start with prayer. If you're praying consistently and you're praying all the time on time, I guarantee you that you will not even think about doing that. It'll be forgotten. You won't do it. Okay, aside from like the religious standpoint, I really believe this is probably like the worst thing you can do to yourself. First of all, it ruins your relationship if you have one. Second of all, it deteriorates you like mentally. So let's say you want to work out. You're not gonna have the energy to work out if you're doing this type of stuff all the time. And if you stop it, I swear you're gonna feel great. You're gonna feel energized all the time. You're gonna feel like you're gonna accomplish anything. Trust me, guys. This is definitely the worst thing you can do yourself. And to stop it, again, you have to discipline yourself. You have to motivate yourself. Yo, this is it. I cannot do this again. Like, maybe put a reminder on your phone, and like a note. Maybe your display screen tells you like, yo, don't do it. Something that's going to remind you, or maybe wear like something on your wrist that reminds you not to do it, to remind yourself why did you stop. And once you stop, that's it. You'll never go back. And if you pray and you're disciplined with your prayer, there's no way. You have to be consistent with it. And a lot of people do that by watching stuff on the internet, like pornography. I believe pornography is definitely like consuming that stuff is really, really, really bad for you. Guys, don't do it. You just gotta stop, and it's a really bad addiction. I believe it's on the same level of addiction as marijuana, as drugs, or any of that kind of cigarettes. I think it's the same level of addiction as those things, because once you start and you have a habit of it, that's it. Game over. You're gonna have a hard time getting out. But if you fix it, you catch yourself, you remind yourself, and you fight to stop, you will stop. So I don't know if that answers, I don't know if that helps out, but just guys, just constantly remind yourself to not do it. How often you shave? The Netherlands. Okay, with a laughing face. Guys, you have to have good hygiene, and part of having good hygiene, even if you're not like, no one's seeing, like you're not married and no one's seeing that part of your body, still clean down there because it gives you proper hygiene. It's easier to clean. Yeah, so how often? All the time. Clean it all the time. It's the same thing as cutting your fingernails. It's the same thing as grooming your beard or any of that kind of stuff. Even though no one's gonna see it, you have to have proper hygiene. I guess this is a more of a personal question, but you could use my advice here with your future relationships, inshallah, one day. When you met Jasmine, did you feel inside your heart that she was the one? Okay, so at the time when I met Jasmine, I was open to looking for somebody, and I was open to finding somebody. When I met Jasmine, yeah, I knew she was the one because she comforted me. I felt comfortable around her. I could be myself around her. And I felt like whatever I say, whatever I do, she's not going to judge me. Both of us weren't holding back. Like we were our true selves. And that's how I knew she was the one. I didn't really feel it in my heart. Like I'm like, oh my God, wow, she's beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's the one. No, it took time to feel something like that. And it's more of like my comfort that I felt with her that made me feel like she was the one. I hope that answers your question. Don't expect to have this like strong lovey-dovey feeling like that in your heart. Just think with your brain and everything will come naturally. If you could be your natural self around somebody and that person can be their natural self around you, then they are potentially going to be the one. Another interesting question. You never asked yourself before meeting Jasmine, should I really be with a hijabi? So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Before I met Jasmine, I did not ever see myself being with a hijabi. I don't know why. I guess it's something I grew up in the West and thinking like that because I was around a lot of people. I grew out of it. Like I opened my mind. I'm like, wait, why didn't I want to be with someone like that? I grew into it. Before I met Jasmine, I was open to anything. So if someone came into my life that wasn't a hijabi and is looking to wear a hijab one day, then I would accept that. And if someone came into my life that was already wearing a hijab, they're gonna wear it forever. Then I would accept that too. So I was open to everything. But when I was younger, no, I did not expect myself to be with a hijabi. Honestly, I have no idea why. It's very silly of me. I regret that thought process. All right, I think this might be the last question. What's your hair and beard care routine? Okay, so the hair part, I already spoke about it. Maybe I could talk about styling it. I shower. I don't shampoo all the time. When I take care of my hair, I shampoo maybe like twice to 3 times a week, because when you shampoo, you're stripping away all the oils and your hair is always gonna feel thin and flat. And what I find is when you don't shampoo all the time, your hair has more volume and your hair just looks better and it's easy to style and control. What I do is I shower, I get out of the shower, I blow dry like maybe I could show you guys on an Instagram video. So I blow dry to get it up, and I use like one of those like brushes, powder, like this thickening powder that you put and you style it like that, hairspray, and that's it. And then for beard, okay, so I don't really do much with my beard. I used to like line it up here to keep it straight and line it up here to keep it nice and clean, because this is like an unwanted hair area. I don't understand people that grow their hair here. What I did to counter that, I would shave here every single day to keep it clean, and like literally 3 hours later you see a little pebble coming in. I have like that 5 o'clock shadow. So what I did to counter that and keep unwanted hair out of it, I did laser hair removal. I've done 6 sessions of that, and now I have a perfectly defined beard. It's always in this shape. No matter how big I grow it, it's always gonna stay like clean here and clean here. And I also did my neck too to keep the neckline clean as well. And if you guys want to do something like that, I highly recommend laser hair removal. And that's pretty much my beard care routine. I don't do any of the oils. Maybe when it's bigger, I brush it. This is pretty much the longest I've ever grown my beard. So I'm probably not the best person to take advice from for beard routine. That's what I do to keep my beard looking on point. Yeah guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is one of my first videos I've ever filmed on my own. Let me know in the comment section down below if I did a good job or not. Give this video a thumbs up, and also don't forget to check out I Restore in the link in my description box. Again, use code Dawood to save. You get to save hundreds, and you have a 12-month money back guarantee. So definitely check them out. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. The next video will probably be with Jasmine. Bye guys. Oh, and follow me on Instagram.